And the project started way back since in 2014, back in Yei in South Sudan. But because of what is going on in South Sudan, and we plea all the South Sudanese in Yei plea to Uganda for refugee. So we arrived here in September 2016, here in this settlement. And 2017, that's when Mark John came with the idea of opening this vocational school here. Our vision is that to make sure that those who are less privileged in the community, like those who cannot do any other things like the collar jobs, normally when like the school drop out and those that during the war they could not continue with their education, and normally we call them the beginners, actually the past level. So normally the biggest challenge is that is you know, a little bit difficult, like to deal with them, because they have to start from zero, and some of them are slow learners, but we always make sure that they catch up with the others.
The aim of this project, or the vision and purpose of this project, is to be able to help build a self-sustaining community. We have realized that there is so much donor dependency within Sudan and Uganda, and there is so much depend on international aids. So we felt like people need to look inward and see what is the God-given potential and talent that they have, so that they can be able to use it to support their life and to support their community. As a result of that, we brought up the vocational training into play. So in the vocational training, we have different courses that we run. We have the training in catering school, in tailoring school, in hairdressing school, agriculture, mechanics, driving, carpentry, and building. So we have all these vocations that we are running so that people can be able to acquire a skill that can help them live a self-sustaining life. Some of them are not able to have the privilege to go to conventional schools. We have a lot of single mothers. We have a lot of boys who are dropped out from schools because there's no school fees, or because one issue or the other affected them. But in the vocational training, they can be able to acquire a non-formal education, but at the same time, something that will help them to be able to live a successful life at the end.
You see, Project 25 has seen that he wants to build hope in people, or he wants to give a skill to people so that people can be able to do something for themselves. I think we have things like IGA, income generating activities. So when someone comes here to learn about some like horticulture, someone is able to go home and do some small kitchen garden and sustain life.
And we are in the community for the community, giving hope always. We are in Bethel Farms today, and we do a lot of things in Bethel Farm. We do fish farming, we do piggery, we do chicken, we do aquaponics, we do microponics, we do aeroponics, and we do kitchen gardenings. And we also train the community on how to handle their crops and how to deal with their chicken and the pigs. And we also do greenhouse work.
The students, we brought them here to learn more practical things, because in the camp, due to the dry season, we don't have water that you can be able to do practical things in the school. That's why I chose to bring them to the farm. This is better farm that they can be able to learn many things. They have, I think, learned some.
I came to Uganda as a refugee because of the war in our country. And I'm now a student from Project 25 in Rhino camp. I choose to do agriculture because I want to learn more on how to manage both crop and animal production.
In a school, we train people how to do all sorts of farming. We have sustainable type of sustainable agriculture, whereby we train them life skills on how they can do farming, and most especially we teach them on how to do organic farming, where they can be able to grow their own crops in a sustainable way.
We just bring them here to give them the practical skills that they can be able to achieve, so that they are, I think, able to sustain their life. Because we as Project 25, we look at that, we want to give the community skills so that they can sustain their lives and they can fight against, I think, food insecurity, because most of them are refugees from South Sudan. they are unable to sustain themselves with the rest which is given to them.
My coming here, I have learned so many things: animal production and poultry production. My main target, after finishing this, I will do what I have learned from here. I will begin my life to go on.
I'm very happy because I've learned more from Greek here. Now I know how to plant. Now I know how to plant these vegetables, and I know how to manage them.
In these 2 months, I have learned a lot of things. So I choose Greek generally as my professional. So I would like to learn more about crop production, animals rearing, poultry keeping, beehive, and the fish pond, and the horticulture.
Here in the farm, we have different units. We have the poultry unit, we have the piggery unit, and then I think in the in the crop side, we have a lot of crops that we are growing here. And this place also acts, I think, as a place for internship for many students, because they come here to learn other things, and it is a very nice place to.
Before I didn't know something of how to inject the poultry, but we inject poultry, we feed poultry, we also make transplanting, and then we also make black stones.
I've been as a female, I fear pigs before, but when I came here, I developed that zeal of touching the pigs, and with that emotions which I have, in further future I think I can rear pigs to sustain my life.
This is a carpentry class and building, but now we have we are mated into 2 shifts. This is yet the building part, and in July to December we'll be having the carpentry class. We had made it like that because it is little bit huge. We cannot make it in 6 months to finish all building and carpentry. So what they do here, this is a life skill training. And as we have seen, these students here, they are mixed up. We have refugees and we have nationals as well. And they are not within all this place, but others are from other clusters, like in those ends of Osea, Bidibidi. Others even are from Arua, others from Koboko, others are from different places.
I work with the Mission Foundation 25 in driving school department. I am the instructor. We started this driving school in February 2022. We are running the school in Reno camp with the refugees, and also we are running it here in Arua. So far I've issued Ugandan driving permit to about 15 people, and right now I have 8 students that I am running the school with. This school is helping the young ones who are maybe school dropouts. They are not able to continue with their studies, but if they come to us, we train them so that they can go out and find a job to live a better life.
So here we are fixing now the engine. This is now piston number 1. We learn here petrol engine and diesel engine. That's what we learn here. How they come here, others are not Ugandans, from our neighbor country, Sudan. They are very interested about mechanicals work. That's why they want to learn more experience. They will be having that knowledge. They can open their garage when they go back to their country.
So we have all these vocations that we are running so that people can be able to acquire a skill that can help them live a self-sustaining life.
Here we are at the new land for Nazareth House. We just moved to it a month ago. We're still gathering the children in temporary shelters, but are looking forward to building more classrooms and a hall and playground and different things. So we were able to build a first block of buildings that include office and storage and a library. And we have 2 temporary shelters. What we really need is 2 permanent classrooms and a bigger hall. Sometimes in holiday time we can get over 200 children and we need adequate space for them. We also do a lot in small groups, so we need different types of different classrooms and shelters so that we can split up and do different things. We also want to construct a playground with slides and climbing opportunities, and just have an open space for playing ball and things like that.
We do have, of course, many locations here in Uganda. We have about 3 locations where we run training programs. We have one location which is here in Arua town, which is not far away, but we have 2 locations that are a little bit outside of Arua, which is Rhino Camp, which is about 40 kilometers away from the town here. And another location is in Serere, which is around 448 kilometers away from here. So sometimes it's not that easy facilitating all these kind of movements, because we have to also be there, we have to be here, we have to go and supervise the activities going on there. Of course, we have people on ground doing most of the daily work. But still, we face a little bit of challenge with transportation. We have a car, a Prado car, that is already very old, and the maintenance of it is very costly these days now. So we started a fundraising for a new car, a better hardtop car, and we have so far raised around 15,000 euros towards that, and we are left with around 30,000 US dollars to raise towards the purchase of a new car that's a little bit stronger and a little bit less in terms of maintenance. So it's in our plan that hopefully by God's grace we'll be able to buy the car end of this year. Also, part of the things that we also face difficulty is in salary payments. We do get monthly income, but it's usually not enough to cover the staff's monthly salaries and also cover the monthly costs of the office and legal issues. So sometimes we face a lot of difficulties in that. We have around 37 staff all together in the 3 locations and also at Nazareth House here, and we pay them every month, which about $3,000 goes to payment of staffs every month. And sometimes it's not easy to get that money every month. So we're looking forward to get more monthly supporters who will be able to give in a support every month that we're going to cover in the salaries of the staff. Actually, 80% of the staffs are teaching staffs in the different vocational training schools and also in the sustainable agriculture. This is one of the things that we're facing a lot of difficulties in need. And then we are going on well. Sometimes we have to delay paying them sometimes because the money is not enough. Sometimes we have to enter the next month, half of the next month, so that we can raise money to be able to pay them, which sometimes is not good. Most of these staffs have issues. They have families to take care of, they have medical bills to pay, they have challenges to meet, and sometimes when we delay them like that, it makes us sad as well. And we want to make sure that all of them are comfortable, they do their job with all their heart, and also they get supported on time. So this is one of our pressing issues actually that we face as an organization. In addition to that all, we do have a lot of administrative issues. We've just moved into a new office here at Nazareth House Center, and we have a lot that needs to be fixed. Like we don't have furnitures, office furnitures and stationaries, and we're looking forward to getting those furnitures. We're looking forward to get a MacBook that can help in a lot of designs and a lot of printing and a lot of typing work and all that. And also we're looking forward to get a cupboard, tables and all that are conducive for the office. So all that together will cost around $1,000 to be able to furnish our office and make it in a good shape. At least for visitors that are coming, they can be comfortable that they have visited an office at least. This is one of the challenges we face. Also, recently we don't have a permanent lawyer for the organizations. So like hiring a permanent lawyer for the organization is quite expensive. We have to pay them monthly, and sometimes we don't have money for that. So we're looking forward to get a permanent lawyer for the organization, and as budget allows, we can be able to hire one, at least costing probably around $250 to $300 to hire a lawyer every month, to pay them every month. And so this is some of the challenges we face in the administrative aspect of it. And we're trusting God, helping us, we'll be able to meet them slowly by slowly. As God has been helping us, He has been faithful. And yeah, thanks a lot for your support again. We appreciate every penny that you give towards helping the people here in Africa. God bless you all.